Good morning, students. Today, let us start our first unit, casting process. Casting means, as I already told you, it is a technique used for manufacturing products in manufacturing industry. Let us see one by one on entering into the unit 1. First of all, here clearly we can see from the starting onwards, that is what is meant by manufacturing process and how many types are there, flow chart, etc. Everything we will see, and later that we will enter into the main part. Okay, now let us see the introduction. What is manufacturing? Manufacturing means what I told to you. It is a production of goods in large quantities using machines is one definition, and this one is the another definition. It is also defined as application of physical and chemical processes to alter the geometry, properties and or appearance of a starting material to make parts or products. It means if we take the raw materials and we will change those geometry means what? Size, shape, etc. These all come under geometry. Properties means what are the properties means their Young's modulus, stress, strain, these all are the come under the properties, and or appearance of a starting material to make parts of products means starting materials means what? Raw materials. How we can change those raw materials into finished products by using this manufacturing process is known as manufacturing. Okay, this is the overall definition of the manufacturing. Okay, simply you can also write it as manufacture of goods in large quantities using machines is also a definition. Okay, anyone you can write. On coming to the manufacturing, this is the simple diagram of how manufacturing process can be defined. First, let us think this is the starting material. Okay, after that manufacturing process means here we are using some machinery and extra tooling, and power means current and labor. By using all these we can manufacture a product to our required measurements is known as, this is the processed part, means we want only two holes in this product. So what we done, we had removed these two parts and make our object like this. This removed part is known as scrap, that means waste material. This is known as the manufacturing process. Okay, we are changing the starting material to our required material by using all these manufacturing process. Okay, now let us see what are the types of manufacturing processes. Manufacturing processes can be divided into two basic types. Those are processing operations and assembly operations. Okay, let us see what are the types of processing operations and assembly operations. Processing operations are mainly defined as transforms a work material from one state of completion to a more advanced state closer to the final desired product. It adds value by changing geometry, properties or appearance of the starting material. What we had seen before as the manufacturing definition will suit this process only. We are changing the geometry, properties and appearance of the starting material will give the processing operations. Afterwards, what we will do? Assembly operations. If any assembly operations are required means we will do in these assembly operations. These are defined as joins two or more components in order to create a new entity called an assembly, subassembly, etc. Okay, joining two or more components in order to create a new entity called an assembly, subassembly, etc. Okay. Now here we will see what are the types of manufacturing processes. This is also a simple diagram you can learn easily. Okay. First of all, see what is manufacturing process. Mainly these manufacturing processes are divided into two types. Those are processing operations, assembly operations. In these processing operations are also divided into mainly three types. Those are shaping processes, property enhancing processes, surface processing operations. Okay, mainly here we are changing shape, properties and surface. Okay, these all come under the processing operations. Now again these shaping processes are divided into four types. Mainly they are solidification processes, particulate processes, deformation processes and material removal processes. Again these property enhancing processes are divided into heat treatment processes, all come under the property enhancing processes. Okay, surface processing operations are divided into mostly two types, means cleaning and surface treatments. Cleaning the surface treatments is known as surface processing operations, and afterwards cleaning the surface, if we want to coat any material, means those come under this one, coating and deposition processes. Okay, now next one, permanent joining processes. Permanent joining processes means welding, brazing and soldering, etc. These all are come under the assembly operations. These assembly operations are mainly divided into two types, permanent joining processes and mechanical fastening. Permanent joining means once if we join those two parts, means we cannot remove those individually again next time. Those are known as permanently joining processes. These are welding processes, all come under the permanent joining processes. Mechanical fastening means if we take a bolt and nut, means we can fasten. We can fasten means we can rotate the nut or bolt and join those two as per our requirement. And at any time, if we want to remove those, means we can remove easily. But these permanent joining processes means those cannot be removed. Those are permanent joining processes. Okay, you have a clear idea of these manufacturing processes. Let us enter into the next. Let us see one by one. Okay, what are processing operations? In this, first one is the shaping processes. Shaping processes means change the geometry of a work material by application of heat or mechanical force or a combination of both. Okay, it can be classified into four categories. Okay, in the chart already you had seen all these. By changing the geometry of the work material by the application of heat or mechanical force. What is this? Heat or mechanical force or a combination of both is known as shaping processes. Mainly those are divided into four categories. Let us see what are. First one is the solidification process. Solidification process means in our first year you had done engineering workshop. In those you already done casting process. The starting material is a heated liquid or semi-liquid that cools or solidifies to part geometry. In our lab, what you do, you will mix the plaster of Paris with water in the required amount and you had poured it through the sprue and it will enter into the mold cavity. But in industry, what they do means they melt the raw materials and pour those. This one is the pouring basin. They will take the melted raw materials into this and pour these through the sprue, and that is known as molten metal. This molten metal will enter into the mold cavity. After the solidification process had done for some time, means after solidification we will remove this part and our required part is only, see this one. Here up to here we will fill up the molten metal. Okay, thus if we remove this outside sand, means you will get this required shape. After that, what is our required shape means we don't want the sprue and pouring basin and this gate system, these all want to remove. After the cutting process we will remove this by the cutting process and later we will get this finished product of a rectangle shape. Okay, this is known as solidification process. Next one is the particulate processing. Particulate processing means The starting matter is a powder, and the powders are formed and heated into a desired geometry. Those powders are heated and they are formed into the desired shape is known as particulate processing. Now let us see. If we take a powder like this, means uh, if we keep this powder middle of these two dice, means these are the dice, and we will apply force from the upward direction and downward direction, then it will take this shape. Okay, inside it is like a circle shape. Okay, our required object will come in this shape by applying force from the upside and downside, and we will get this rectangular shape or this circle form shape. Okay, this is known as particulate processing. Next one, deformation process. Deformation process means the starting material is a ductile solid that is deformed to shape the part. Ductile means what? It is neither liquid nor solid. It is in between, that one is known as ductile material. It is a soft material. Okay, the starting material is a ductile solid, means it is a soft solid material that is deformed to shape the part. Let us see here. Here we will see, by doing the forging process, this one is one die and this one is one die, means we are applying force from the same upside, and this is the ductile material. We are changing the shape of the material by applying pressure from the upside, and it is extruded like this, and our required object will come like this outside. Okay, this is the example of the deformation process. Means here it is a big in size, and after extruding it from the small space, it will extrude like a pipe. If we want a pipe shape, means we will apply load from the upside, and we will remove uh, this material or extrude. This is also a extra pressure we are giving, and this force, from this force, this is coming out. Okay, this is one type of deformation from the upside, and this is another deformation from the sidewise. These are the two examples of deformation process. From these processes, we will deform from one shape to another form. Okay, here it is like this shape, and here it is a enlarged shape, and we are reducing and deforming that material to our required size. Is known as deformation process. Next one is the material removal process. Material removal process, as I already told you, drilling process is the live example of the extra material removal processes. The starting material is a solid from which the material is removed so that the resulting part has the desired geometry. Okay, if we want a hole, means we will dig a hole on it, and we will remove unwanted material from that hole. These are the other some of the types of material removal process. You all see these in our machine tools lab in the next year. In 3-1 you will get this machine tools lab. There you can see all these material removal processes. As I already told you, milling, drilling, grinding, these are the some of the examples of material removal processes. Next one, property enhancing processes. What are property enhancing processes? Means performed to improve mechanical or physical properties of the work material. Okay, to improve the mechanical or physical properties of that material is known as property enhancing processes. The most important processes involve heat treatments, which includes various annealing and strengthening processes for metals and ceramic. By heating those materials, their strength will be increased. Surface processing. Surface processing means this process includes cleaning. Cleaning means after you are removing that plaster of Paris from the casting material, what you do? You will clean, means the surface is coated with the sand material. That's why that process is known as surface processing. Those all will come under the surface processing methods. In this, what we do? Cleaning means it includes both chemical and mechanical processes to remove dirt, oil and other contaminants from the surface. Here we are having sand materials. By manufacturing different materials, we can get on the surface dirt, oil and other contaminants from the surface. Those all can be removed by using chemical or mechanical processes. Okay. Next one is the surface treatments. What are surface treatments? It includes mechanical working such as sand blasting and physical processes such as diffusion and ion implantation. These all are also some of the surface treatments come under mechanical working. In next classes you will see all these. Okay. Surface processing. In this, applying a coating of material to the exterior surface of the work part. Examples are painting, organic coating and electroplating. You all of you know, if we paint a iron material means it will protect the iron from the rust formation. Okay, that is best examples of surface coating. In the other hand, includes physical and chemical vapor deformation to form extremely thin coatings of various substances. For example, if we want a thin layer on any surface of the material means we will coat that one with a chemical treatment process and we will apply like a layer on the surface of that material. Those all come under the chemical treatment processes. Okay. Now let us see assembly operations. Assembly operations means there are permanent joining and screw fastening. Those are permanent joining processes means, as I already told you, includes welding, soldering, adhesive bonding, etc. Okay, this is the welding process. This is the one object. This is the another object, and by joining these two metal pieces by applying extra heat and pressure, here means it is a butt joint. Okay, if we join these two materials, this is a curve shape and this is a rectangle shape. This by using extra heat and pressure, if we join at this place means it will come under the edge joint. If we take another material or another metal piece and we will keep in a 90 degrees direction to this means it will takes place T joint, means here we are applying the heat and pressure on it and we will join these two, and this is like a T joint. It will take a shape like a T. That's why this is known as T joint. Okay. If we add another material, see here, it is under this material. This one is the one metal piece and this one is the another metal piece. The joining process is taking place here. This is a lap joint. Okay, different joints are like this in welding process. These all are permanent joints. Once if we join all these like this means we can't remove from their lifetime. If we want to try to remove also, they will break. That's why these are known as permanent joining processes. Next one is the adhesive bonding. And thread fastness. Thread fastness means, as I already told you, if we take a screws, this is a nut. Okay, here we are having some threads in it. Inside we are having threads in it, and we will take a nut and we will fit it to the bolt. Then screw and bolt are joined together, and if we want to remove those means we will unscrew this one and we will remove from there as per our requirement. Okay, these are not permanent joints. Anytime we can remove and we can fit it to the object. Okay, at our required place.